I'm going to ask April Aguirre to come up and represent the Alvarez family, who I am so proud for them with us today. Damage and represent that when you lose a child to homicide, and in cases too that are unsolved, the grief is intensified. I'm going to ask April Aguirre to come up and represent the Alvarez family, who I am so proud for them to be up here with us today, and in just a few months that their precious young daughter has lost a life, they have made cataclysmic changes in our system, and this is what it takes. And as I told you guys, that Arlene is a catalyst for change. We don't want to have what happened to Arlene happen to others, but this is what it takes. So April, come on up.
Thank you. Today it's a very popular comment to talk about to put away guns, gun reform, let's get rid of guns, right? You cannot have those conversations if you do not care about prosecuting the people that are carrying these weapons. We want to pass new laws, but we don't implement or we don't enforce the laws that are already in place. These people that shouldn't have guns, like the man that killed Kylie, another 9-year-old girl that joins Arlene, killed her and was already charged with a felon in possession of a weapon when he shouldn't have had one. It's not 130,000 cases, it's 130,000 families that are waiting for justice, and we're just one of them. A lot of the families don't have the ability to come up here and speak because it's not an easy thing to do. But if you care about gun violence, then you need to care equally about prosecuting these people that are killing people. Wendy and I, just yesterday, put these posters together. These are all kids under the age of 17 that have been killed here in 2022. I talk so much about them because I would hope that it would change people's minds and hearts to want to make a difference. But we have pleaded with elected officials to make change here in Harris County, and they haven't. We have showed up at City Council, we have showed up at Commissioner's Court, and when I tell you that there's people that are smarter, more experienced, and they are on our dime, and they are not making a big enough difference. How can you sit here and say you care when we are not giving our DA what she needs to prosecute these people? Bond was never meant for people to be out for years, but that's exactly what's going on because we are so backlogged since Harvey. And when Harvey happened, we knew we had a problem. Kim Ogg requested in 2018 more prosecutors, and that was denied. Back again, 2022, here we are. This is not an accident that we are where we are. Now we have the additional backlog of COVID. We have created the perfect storm for crime. If you say you care about this community, stop focusing on issues abroad. I sympathize with everybody in Texas and across the nation that's going through crises, but we have our own crisis here in Harris County. This many people shouldn't be dying. It's been said that we've given billions of dollars for public safety. And I want you to know that before February the 14th of 2022, before Arlene was killed, I took no interest in this. But I had to dig deeper. Why did the sheriff, every single constable, and our DA stand before Commissioner's Court and ask for more if they were giving billions? So I did my own digging, and it's right there in black and white. They're not really receiving more money, guys. What they did is they threw in this $50 million package into our public safety budget to fight crime by adding more streetlights. You know what? My high school education can tell you that that's not right. And you're trying to fool the community by saying that you're giving billions when you're not. You're lying to the community. You're purposely trying to mislead us. And we're not stupid. All it took was a Google search for me to discredit your claims. Before you sit there, Lina Hidalgo, and you tell Governor Abbott to do your job, you need to do yours. You need to focus on Harris County, and if not you, then who? If not you, then who? We pass resolutions for New York. We pass resolution for things that happen thousands of miles away. Who's going to focus on Harris County? Who? Put your differences aside If you have your differences with Kimog, it is not our fault. It is not Arlene's fault. We need justice. At the end, victims, the only thing we have is our DA to give justice for us. We don't have anybody else. We don't have anybody else. It's unacceptable that in the 4th largest county in the United States, we have 130,000 backlog cases. These criminals know it. They know they're not going to face prosecution. Bond was never meant to last 5 years. It was supposed to be a couple of months. The longer these defendants are out on bond, the higher the likelihood it is that they are going to reoffend at the mercy of the public, at the mercy of Arlene and everybody that you see here and these posters. It's just paper. Their life was snatched. They didn't want to die, I assure you. These kids and these people didn't want to die, and they did. And I want you to know that Wendy and Armando and the Alvarez family never thought that we would be the next headline. Don't wait till you have to sit here in front of these cameras to plead for help. It's too late for us. Our happily ever after is over, but it's not too late for you. It might not be, but it's going to take years for us to catch up. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stop saying you care and get to work.